welcome back to my channel. So if you are not part of the family, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you are notified every time that we post. We post once to twice a week. And for those of you that are subscribed, welcome back. So I had been wanting to do this video for a couple weeks now, but we had been so busy with the holidays and other things that were going on. I'm having some of my tea in my favorite cup, and I had lost my metal straw, but it's back. I actually found it when I was like cleaning up, and I had to put it away somewhere with my knife and forks, but it had gotten lost. You know, those gavetas that have like a whole bunch of stuff and you just don't know what's in there. Anyways, so little Josh is skating with his tia at the mall or somewhere around the mall. And Josh is on his way home. Jamie is taking a nap. Excuse me. I feel like I have to burp, but I don't. So Jamie's taking a nap. She was really in a bad mood, and she is 3 years old, you guys, and she doesn't really take naps, but I don't know. Whenever she's really tired, she has to take a nap because otherwise she's just crying and whining about everything. So I finally was able to get her to sleep, kind of get a few thoughts out there, some of the things that have been going on, and just some of the things that like have come to my attention that I never really thought about until recently. So first things first, 2020, it's so crazy. It's the end of 2019 was the end of a decade. We're starting a new decade, which means like a lot of different things. I guess a lot of different things to take into consideration, and kind of looking back at what has happened the past 10 years and where I am now. It's pretty exciting, and I'm pretty happy and feel very blessed of where I'm at this point. Just everybody and everything in my life is just, you know, like we sometimes take things for granted, something like health and just like being able to live another day and be able to go to work and things like that. I know a lot of us kind of take for granted that, you know, we have a job or you just our day-to-day activities. Sometimes it's easier to kind of whine and say that we're so tired and, you know, it's exhausting. And trust me, being a mom of two, it is exhausting. Sometimes if you just take a moment, you just kind of realize how lucky you are to be able to do that, to do everything that you do, to be a mom to your kids. So I'm kind of jumping in like really fast, but there's 5 things that I kind of wanted to share with you guys, as far as like some things that I'm focusing on and some things that maybe you haven't really thought about. And that was number one is definitely taking a moment to appreciate everything you have in life. Some of the things that have been happening lately, and I don't want to go too much into detail, but have made me realize how sometimes we don't appreciate like our day-to-day things. Like I was saying, like having a job, like sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, my job this, my job that. But there are people that don't have jobs, and there are people that are unable to work. So even if it's appreciating your job, as little as that, it will make you even feel, I guess, happier. I have said in different posts on my Instagram that like you are responsible for your happiness, and I am a true believer of that. I think perception and how you see things is a big deal, and certain things a blessing versus something that you have to do, like being a mom or having a job or having to clean your house or things like that. Being able to see things in a way that you are lucky that you're able to do it. You are lucky that you have a job. You are lucky that you do all these amazing things from day to day. That will make your perception of life just a lot better. Number 2, or I guess one of the other things that I kind of want to work on, is to be patient. Be patient of others, and be patient of just be considerate of others. So I saw a post not too long ago that said that we should be nice to each other because we all have a past. And what that basically means is that sometimes and I'll speak for myself because I'm guilty of this and I hate to admit it, but that's why I wanted to have a YouTube channel, so I can kind of tell you guys how it really is. And you know, you can only see so much through Instagram. It's just pictures and quotes and things like that. But through my YouTube channel, I want to kind of let you guys know, like, I guess, show my true self to you guys. We all have a past. What that basically means is that sometimes we are so easy to judge, like with me, like sometimes people are just like all over the place, or they're a certain way, and I'm just like, oh my God, like she's annoying, or you know, like things like that. And I don't stop and think that what they have been through or why they are the way they are. And I feel like that's something really important to think about. What that means is that instead of like being so easy to judge and be like, oh my gosh, she's so dumb, or oh my gosh, she's so annoying, or whatever, try to like be patient and like hear them out and like be there for that person. Just be considerate of others, be nice to people, like be patient. I am working on this, and I will be more aware of that. And I think that that's one of the things, awareness is one of the things that we lack when it comes to that, is that we're so easy to, you know, to say things about other people, and we're just like, we don't take a second and think, what if this person had a bad day, or what if this person has been through things, or what if this person is now going through something. I talked in my previous video about like mental illness, and I have seen so many posts and so many things that, you know, people take their lives because they're going through depression or anxiety or bipolar, like so many different mental illnesses that are real. And you know, we don't know that that is a possibility, and that is really happening. And some people do so well at hiding it, we completely, like, it goes over our head. So with that being said, like, just be more aware of others. Like, you could really make a difference for somebody else. Number 3, I have always been a fan of like healthy living and just taking care of yourself. And I feel like this past year, for some reason, I was really like doing a self-evaluation and like realizing that I'm getting older. One of the things with that is that I want to care for myself and my body in all aspects. Like, this is one of the reasons why I dyed my hair dark again, was because I don't want to dye my hair anymore. And a lot of people were like, you've said that so many times, like, I'm sure you're gonna go back to blonde, because I absolutely love blonde hair. But I really wanted to dye my hair dark because I want my natural hair to come out, because I want to take care of my hair. You know, a lot of older people, when I talk to them, they're like, oh my gosh, I used to have long and thick hair, and now it's like really thin, and I used to dye it a lot and things like that. When it comes to my hair, I do want to have healthy hair, and I want to have like natural hair, and I know it's easier said than done. So I really hope that I can stick to this at least for a few years. I mean, obviously when I have grays, then I will cover them up, but it'll just be maintenance. I won't do like any blonde anymore. And just taking care of my body. I've always kind of shared my passion for like nutrition and things like that, and it's not about being skinny or being fit or any of those. I started taking the Herbalife products since I was pregnant with my daughter, since I was 5 months pregnant. And whether you do that, or you do your own diet, or you do moderation or whatever, just be conscious of what you put in your body, because the older you get, the harder it is to be healthy. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, it's harder to lose weight. If, you know, there's so many things that can be avoided, or that can be like less severe if you're at a healthy weight. One of the things that happen whenever you're overweight is your bones and your like joints start hurting. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but the older you get, the harder it is. Take care of your body now, take care of your hair now, take care of your skin. So I have been really, this past year, I feel like I got into like a lot of like taking care of my skin. I never used to do like any facials or anything crazy like that. I used to not even wash my makeup off. Like, I was a big like going to sleep with my makeup on. Like, I know it's really bad, and like most people don't do that, but I have been more conscious of that, and I have been better at it the past few months, and I plan on improving this next year, and just continue to better myself with that. So that was number 3. Number 4, I just want to be there more. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a better wife, I want to be a better mother, and I want to be a better friend. With everything that goes on in my life, like, I feel like I go, and I try to do everything to perfection, that I kind of like halfway do things, if that makes any sense. I want to be more present. I now understand that some things it's okay to let go of. And I don't know if you like, if other moms can relate to this, but I feel like I want to have the house clean all the time. I want to have dinner on the table. I want to do laundry. I want to fold the laundry when it comes out of the dryer. But realistically, like, just can't be done. And it kind of hit me when my son was like, Mom, why do you always want to clean on your days off? And I was just like, you know what, like, it's true. Like, every time I have a day off, like, I'm trying to like clean, and I'm trying to have the house looking good, and I'm trying to do my laundry, and I'm trying to prepare for the rest of the week or whatever. I lose time with my kids and my husband, and just like in general. One of the things, and that was number 4, one of the things that I want to improve on is being more present as a wife, as a mom, as a friend. Just like be more present with people in my life, I should say. My husband and I try to do date nights when we can. We haven't gone out dancing. We usually go country dancing. We used to go country dancing like every weekend. Like, it got to a point that we used to go with a group of friends, and then they stopped going because you're like, that's all you guys want to do. Like, you only want to go to this place and you want to go dance, and like, you know, it gets boring after a while. But it was my husband and I's like little date night thing, and like, I loved it, and we have been talking about it. We're like, oh my gosh, we really need to go back. So that's one of the things that I will kind of like be more like committed to, is having date nights and doing things that we love, like dancing, country dancing, and things like that. Number 5, or final thing that I kind of want to work on would definitely be, and this is not in any order, I feel like I just started talking about the first one because that's what came to my mind, but I do want to I want to have a better relationship with God, and just like sorry you guys, my husband just called. He's on his way home, so he is almost here. I want to have a better relationship, and I want to teach my kids about God. So for those of you who don't know, I grew up Catholic. I did my first communion, got baptized, did everything, you know, by the Catholic Church. And my husband, his family grew up, or he was raised, when he was little, he was Pentecostal, or he grew up Pentecostal. And then when we got married and had our kids, we decided that we didn't want to have like a specific religion, and that, you know, we believe in God and we have faith and things like that, but there was things in our faith that we had questions on, or, you know, so we had a mutual agreement that we were going to raise our kids with God in mind and teach them how to pray and do things like that, but we weren't going to have a religion. We do go to church, and sometimes we go to his church, sometimes we go to my church, but just that's another part of my life that I want to improve on this year. And it's crazy because we were in the car with my sisters, and my husband was like, what is your New Year's resolution, babe? And I was like, oh my gosh. And, you know, I went on for like talking like I am now, like forever. And he's like, all right, I was just trying to make conversation. I didn't need like a whole dialogue. But like I mentioned earlier in my Instagram, I think it's really important to be conscious of what your New Year's resolution is and what you want to accomplish this year, because at the end of the year, you can look back and see how much you've come along and what you've worked on. What am I trying to say? So yeah, so those are the things. I mainly wanted to do this video to kind of make you aware of certain things, like appreciating everybody around you. I feel that this world has gotten so crazy, and there's a lot of things happening. Recently, my husband and I started watching the news every morning when we get ready for work. So it makes you like really appreciate things, and like love your kids a little more, and hug them a little harder, and tell them you love them every day, because there's so many things that are happening. And I just pray that this year is full of blessings, and that God protects my family and everybody, you know, because you just never know. Tomorrow's not promised. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I am so excited for this year. I have so many different plans and things that I want to accomplish on top of what I just mentioned. But yeah, so hope you guys understood all this rambling that I did for the past whatever minutes, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you write down or think of different things that you want to accomplish this year, and that you accomplish them all. So again, please consider subscribing to my channel. I am almost to 100 subscribers, and I'm so excited about that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.